Sir, when we talk about line of dharma, and as in your book also you are talking about women empowerment, सर औरतों के साथ एक शब्द जोड़ा जाता है, दैट इज मर्यादा.
Maryada is not just for aurat, women. It's for everybody.
नो सर, इन टुडेज सिनेरियो
Hmm.
मोस्टली जो आदमी सर राज कर
Correct.
रहे हैं, औरतें आगे बढ़ना चाह रही हैं, एंड समवेयर जो मैं रिलेट कर रहा हूँ कि जो आदमी है वो अपनी मर्यादा को, जैसा आपने बोला भी, जो मैंने आपकी रेफरेंस से निकाला है सर, कि आदमी अपनी मर्यादा, या एग्जैक्ट वर्ड में मिस कर रहा हूँ जो आपने कहा था, धर्म, कि आदमी अपना धर्म छोड़ देता है पर औरत नहीं छोड़ती. तो सर उस रेफरेंस से बोल रहा हूँ कि जो व्यक्ति धर्म छोड़ रहा है वो दूसरे के लिए मर्यादा कैसे सेट कर सकता
Absolutely. So
है.
that
प्लस
is
एक चीज सर और ऐड करूंगा मैं, क्योंकि आज हम फेमिनिज्म के बारे में बात करते हैं तो सर्टेनली कहीं पर बात आ जाती है कि इस रीजन की ये फेमिनिस्ट सोच है या ये मर्यादा है, यहाँ की ये है. सर मर्यादा तय कैसे होगी?
see, Maryada will be recreated in each time as long as there are enough people who have spent time to understand what is dharma. We cannot quote from the text and say this is dharma, this is maryada. To some extent we can say. But situation जब बदल जाती है, so there is a necessity, to redefine what is
Space
maryada.
time
or
context.
Space-time context. Don't read two shlokas from the scripture and say this is maryada. We have to spend time to understand वो context क्या था, क्यों लिखा था, and all that stuff, and then we should have the ability to recreate that maryada. Rather today there is lot more maryada to be created for men than women today.
Exactly.
So men don't have that right to tell women today that this is maryada, because we have to invest in ourselves. We have to know that Bhima, the strongest man, was the gentlest in front of Draupadi. None of the Pandavas ever raised their voice against Draupadi and Kunti. Never, ever. Always listen to them. Nala, in his conversation with Damayanti, see, if we use that sensitivity, then we have no right to expect that.
सर एक और बात उठती है कि हम जब भी एंशिएंट इंडिया या हमारे पुराणों के बारे में बात करते हैं सर, एक माइथोलॉजी टर्म यूज़ होता है. कभी कभी मैंने भी इसके ऊपर ध्यान दिया, मुझे भी कमेंट्स आते हैं कि ये माइथोलॉजी नहीं है. सर उसको थोड़ा सा आप क्लियर करिए सर, ये क्या है?
See, it जो है ancient use of the word mythology, I think was not very wrong. But in the modern times, mythology has assumed the word of unreal, imaginary, myth. Almost झूठ बन गया है. It's a myth. Don't create myths. As a usage है. So, see, words, their meaning gathers momentum over a period of time. In the modern times, the word myth and mythology have had negative connotation. मतलब unreal है, हाँ आप रख सकते हैं, imagine कर सकते हैं, कुछ अच्छा है तो ले लो, लेकिन ये unreal है. That is how it is. No, that is not how, see, we have good word. Puran. Purana is Pura plus Nava. It is old but yet new. So we have always tried to create Puranas. So that's why you have, many communities have their own Puranas, and Puranas were recreated 200 years back, 300 years back. So it's not just the main 18 Vyasa Puranas. There are so many other Puranas, which some of us will not be aware. So कुछ एक context के लिए create किया हुआ रहता है, then it goes, something else comes, and so on. We always try to create that which is ancient, but that is also relevant to today. That is the meaning of the word Puran. So, we are now using the word Puranic rather than using, mythology. Slowly that term, see, one thing that we must do is to anglicize Sanskrit words. संस्कृत के पद लो, आंग्ल में उसके यूज को नॉर्मलाइज करो, और mint it in an English way. As we do this more, we'll get back, our, see, the moment you say Puran, our guys know what it is. You don't have to teach what it is. Mythology means you have to go to the dictionary.
सर हमने मिथोलॉजी की बात करी और यहाँ पे कई सारी आपकी किताब में महिलाओं की बात है। सर इतिहास से सीता माता की बात निकल कर आती है और आज के यूथ में एक बहुत बड़ा मैं कहूँगा मिसकंसेप्शन फैलाया जाता है कि उनकी अग्नि परीक्षा ली थी भगवान श्री राम ने, तो वो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम राम कैसे हो गए? सो उसके बारे में अगर आप थोड़ा बता पाएँ तो।
This is the toughest thing
हाँ सर, क्योंकि बिकॉज
in
हम भी जब कल रात को देख रहे थे सर, एक कंक्लूसिव आंसर सर मुझे भी नहीं
See,
मिला।
read the Valmiki Ramayana.
Hmm.
So it's very clear. So Rama takes Agni Pariksha. There is no doubt about that. Rama also tells in the end that I knew she was blemishless, but I did this so that people know that she is blemishless. And this has always remained a matter of discomfort in the tradition. Tradition में ये दुख की बात है कि सीता had to go through that.
So this thing we are accepting कि वो नहीं था सही।
No,
हाँ।
not like this. So, वाल्मीकि रामायण में है. This is very clearly there. But क्यों है is the question.
क्यों?
See, the thing is, the normal world will always be not very good. This is a warning to us, that episode.
How sir?
So that, anybody who reads that always will think that, oh, because of the rest of the society, Rama had to do this. So the rest of the society must keep that in conscience that, whenever we doubt something, somebody else has to go through extraordinary trouble. So this is the way in which traditional discourse happens. That's why we must listen to the people who give discourses. So when this discourse happens, I have seen it, there'll be tears in everybody's eyes.
Exactly, sir.
So it's a part of cleansing yourselves and keep that warning that you are not to doubt others. So it has served the past of it. Nobody uses this example to vilify others. Nobody does that. So that is the difference actually. So ये है वाल्मीकि रामायण. There is no doubt about that. Clear. It's available on the web. You can see, there is a specific sarga कहते हैं वाल्मीकि रामायण में. So Agni Pariksha ली. And he explains why he did that. I knew she was blemishless, but I wanted to announce to the world that. But the purpose that this serves the society is that it's always remained as a warning to the common man that you must not doubt others. So that is the purpose that it has served.
I think, sir, the thing Sita ji ki Agni Pariksha has been more associated to Bhagwan Shri Ram and Sita rather than to the people who
Absolutely. So exactly. So if you that's why that sacred texts of India are practiced texts. They are not just mere reading texts. How the text has been used to shape the society is important. Anybody, going through the text and listening to the discourse always suffers the guilt. So the tradition has managed to create that, sensitivity in people that you have to be sensitive. It's because of you that this happened. It's a warning to the society. And that warning comes multiple times in the society. So many people, in the discourse, they skip off this chapter because they can't bear the pain of
बात पे आ रही है ना सर, बात उस कॉमन मैन पे आ रही है जो क्वेश्चन करने के लिए जा रहा है.
Yes.
That's why.
The whole thing is about the wrongness of the society. It's not about, Rama and...
We can say, sir, ये उन 4 लोगों के लिए है जिन 4 लोगों का हम रेफरेंस देते हैं कि 4 लोग क्या कहेंगे.
Yes, that's true. Absolutely.